very programmed. Lazang are in town, and I thought, well, it'd be an unusual thing to come outside the studios and have a natter with them, make use of some of the sunshine on this Wednesday. No, it's Tuesday afternoon. Richard Gillit, I need to talk to you first. And it's Franco and Elfrida are the parents of Anna, Florina, and Anna Viola. Yes, around the band. And then Luca, who's also here, is the partner of Anna Florina. Yeah. Okay. So it's a good family show. Yes. Now you've got something interesting in a box to show me in a moment. But before we do that, the music that you do, I used to describe as medieval music. You're doing more modern stuff now, but in a medieval style.
Our aim is still and more to present this ancient music as a modern, as a new music, just just written. And yes, we combine the sound of ancient instrument with modern instruments. And yes, I hope we will do it to present the music on this way. Sorry for my English.
It's far better than my Italian or Italo-German. You speak a strange dialect in the South Tyrol, don't you? Italian?
True, we speak German and Italian, and I'm speaking German since many years with my wife, and so my English sounds more like German English than Italian English.
Well, you're making perfect sense, which is great. Whose idea, I must say though, was it to tackle Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Lucky Man?
It was my idea in the bathroom because I heard a Sendung, a radio program. Yeah, thank you. A radio program. They were presenting the 10 most depressing song of the century, and among them it was a Lucky Man of Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I thought it could be because of the lyrics. The lyrics talks about a knight, you know, he was rich and he has women and the horses, and then at the end he went to war and he died.
But the version that you've done really does work, I think, with Elfrida's voice and the instrumentation from the rest of the family.
It's not my voice.
Is it not?
No.
Anna Florina! I do apologise. But Anna Florina, it's a fantastic vocal performance.
Thank you.
Well done. Tell us a bit more about the live visual aspect of Lazang. How does it look when you're on stage? You use a lot of interesting costumes and...
Well, the truth is we use something like Gothic costumes because we like black, and it's very difficult to make ancient costumes like we want. And so in the meantime we use some parts of Gothic clothes combined with a middle-aged hat and the boots, and so
it is an amazing mix from the photographs I've seen. I'm sure people must enjoy the spectacle as much as the music at times, because as I say, it really does catch the eye the way you dress. And your instruments are interesting as well, because they do have this medieval aspect. What's in the box?
the box is our main instrument, is the hurdy-gurdy. This instrument was played all over Europe, many centuries.
So we have a box here that's about 1 metre by 3/4 of a metre, and it's about half a metre deep. A good bit of foam padded and lurking in the foam pad. Something that looks like...
be a bit out of tune, sorry.
Right, well, I shouldn't worry about the tuning at the moment. And I'd like to describe this for nobody who's not seen a hurdy-gurdy. It looks like a Frankenstein's monster version of a guitar. Really, it's like a guitar that's gone horribly wrong. But it has strings and it has tuning keys.
Yes, in fact it is a stroked instrument like a violin.
But it's more of a violin than a guitar. Okay, so you've got this handle at one end that looks like it's going to wind it all up. When you turn the handle, it turns this big wheel. So 3 strings there now on that wheel, giving us that harmony. And then you can play a tune with the keypad.
You can play the melody, yes.
I see, just looking through the mechanism, what happens as Frida's hands push on the keys, it shortens the length of one of the strings.
You can look inside.
Get it. And then
difficult to describe on radio.
but
It's a bit complicated.
the sound that it makes is so distinct and it's unique, isn't it? From what period did these originally date? Do you know?
This period, this instrument, this shape was fashionable. I don't know, in the 1450.
Right. So 500 years or more these have been applying their music.
But they began in the Middle Age, 800 years ago, and then they modified the shape through the centuries, and then they played still in France in the 18th century. And in the 19th century in our area too. It was a folk, a traditional instrument for folk music, for Tyrolean folk music.
So very much part of where you come from. Can I? You keep wearing it, Elfrida, because I'd just like to. Can I go with the handle?
Yes.
So following the handle this way. Oh, only forward. There we are. I'm playing a hurdy-gurdy now.
Yeah, you are.
And then you can do a melody for me. Wow. And you can sort of get a beat going, can't you, with this handle by going sort of a something like that.
Thing.
Give me your hand.
Give me my hand. Yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? Just with a quick turn, a flick of the wrist. There we go. There we go. It's knowing where to push at which point in the cycle.
The upper string does this with this sort of hammer, a small hammer, and it strokes against the corpus.
I see. So all these little tricks built into it to give it these added sounds that it can do. Is it an easy thing to tour with this if it goes wrong when you're on the road? Is it easy to fix if it breaks?
It could be difficult to
But it doesn't break, obviously.
No, I hope not.
Last year when we went home from England tour, we went past Frankfurt on Main and had it repaired. There was actually something gone wrong.
Probably the wet weather.
Well, I was going to mention the weather. You've come and arrived in a very good period of weather. Were you expecting anything like this? Because we're famous for our bad weather in October, the sunshine. Are you enjoying the weather so far? Yeah. If only I could.
Last year it was pouring.
It was horrible
when we
last year,
came
wasn't it?
to Nottingham Radio.
But you brought the sunshine this time, which is amazing. Yeah. Well, I'll say thank you to the two Annas and Luca who have come along and remained pretty quiet simply because I can't speak Italian nor German. But Elfrida and Franco, thank you so much for talking with us. Have a brilliant show tonight in Mansfield. I'm sure you will. And the rest of the dates that you've got, we'll see you back here hopefully in the not too distant future. Lazag. And just a quick reminder then from Richard Gillit, our forest town. Now you can see Lazag performing live tonight at the Nottingham, the Mansfield Folk Club. Details to come shortly, but the band popped in to see us at Radio Nottingham earlier on today, along with their UK representative, the Forest Town-based Richard Gillit. So with Lazag in the background and Richard in the foreground, I asked Richard just to remind us how he came upon this unlikely band of medieval minstrels from Italy.
It's the second time that they've been in the UK in their own right. They were here last October in 2006, played a number of dates in Devon and Cornwall around the East Midlands as well, which went down a storm. Then last May, this May just gone, they were at Rochester Sweeps in Kent, which was excellent. Sold lots of CDs, DVDs, a lot of interest, definitely. And now they're here again for an 8-date tour. They've done 2 dates in Devon, played in Torrington and Braunton on Saturday, up against the Rugby World Cup final, and they still managed to get a decent audience, so they did well there. And then Gainsborough Hall on Sunday, which was excellent, if a little cold. And then tonight it's the Brown Cow, Mansfield Folk Club. Big plug for Mansfield Folk Club. Sue Crawford, she's been a great help getting this set up, so hopefully we're going to get a really good turnout tonight. And then they're off to Dorset for 3 dates, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they finish up in the Roman city of Bath next Monday.
And you're masterminding this whole tour for them?
Yes, yeah, we do quite a lot of
You're
work.
taken by this and this bunch, aren't you?
Yes, absolutely. It's very interesting working with diverse, unique musicians. Lazag certainly fit that bill very well. The Gaias do as well, who we've had on the programme before, courtesy of yourself. That was in 2005. We spend a lot of our time doing this sort of thing. It's very interesting. You meet all sorts of different people, all sorts of different opportunities, and you never really know what's going to happen next. You never know what's going to happen from your mobile phone next, that's for sure. But no, it's really good fun, definitely.
Let's meet the band as they've stopped off here at Radio Nottingham. We have